All right. Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and start our class today. People, previously we were doing chapter number 1. How many of you went home and revised? 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 Okay. Have a doubt, please tell me. Anyone got any doubt at home? You are able to recall everything what we have gone ahead and learned? You are able to recall? People, chalo. So, anyone, any doubt from previous class? Yes, please tell me. Page number 1.2.5. 1.2 is there, 0.5 is not there. Page number you tell me. 1.2? 1.2. Okay, huh? Here, CST wala point. I told you, so if I'm going ahead and selling from one state to another state, what will I go ahead and charge everyone? CST. In other state, will you get the credit or you will not get the credit? When you don't get the credit, it will become part of your cost. If it becomes part of your cost, what will start? Cascading effect. And this was telling over here that CST was also causing what, everyone? Cascading effect. And then they had gone ahead and got GST. CST was one more problem. Why? Because if I'm selling from this state to your state, when you go to your state, CST ka credit you are not getting. If you don't get the credit, what will happen? It will become part of the cost. When it becomes a part of your cost, when you are selling, you will charge tax on tax. Is my point clear? Chalo, people, can we go ahead? Everyone, please come to your textbook. In your textbook, now, we'll go ahead and wrap up whatever the remaining things were there. Okay, everyone? Chalo. Please come over here. I think from the beginning, we had gone ahead and spoken about everything. How many of you read the textbook at home? How many of you read? Very good. When you read, you realize what I'm telling is same thing written in the textbook. Okay. Please come to your chart, everyone. In textbook. Textbook mein one Genesis is there. What do you mean by Genesis, everyone? What do you mean by Genesis? Genesis means the history from the very beginning. See, although history is useless, that okay, for our means from our exam point of view, not otherwise history is useless. From our exam point of view, it is not very important. But still, let's go ahead and quickly read everyone. Here now. Genesis of GST history from the beginning. GST is a path-breaking indirect tax reform which will create a common national market. Why is it a common national market? You buy from anywhere in the country, you will get the credit. GST has subsumed multiple indirect tax like excise duty, service tax, VAT, CST, luxury tax, entertainment tax, entry tax, etc. are gone because of coming of GST. Now they are telling 1954, which was the first country to go ahead and introduce GST, everyone? France. France was the first country to go ahead and implement GST. Okay, everyone? Then at present, about 160 countries have adopted GST. At present, how many countries have adopted? 160. Now, why I've told you this is France and 160 countries, they can go ahead and ask you an MCQ. So please be careful. Who was the first country to introduce? France. And at present, how many countries have introduced? 160 countries. Then, 2000, in the year 2000, then the president mooted the concept of GST and set up a committee to design goods and service tax model for the country. Who went ahead and told everyone? See, the prime minister in 2000 went ahead and set up a committee to go ahead and design what, everyone? GST for the country. So basically in the year 2000, the prime minister was there. He went ahead and told that we want GST in India. So we'll go ahead and form a committee who will design what? The GST ka law, how it will look like. Then in 2004, the Kelkar task force, actually one Dr. Vijay Kelkar was there. Under him, one committee was created, and that committee was known as Kelkar Task Force. They went ahead and strongly recommended fully integrated GST on national basis. Tell me one thing, everyone. Did we get the GST on national basis or we got the dual model? But they had told that completely what should be charged? IGST. And it should come to central government and then central government should distribute. Is it possible in India or not possible? Not possible. What India implemented? Dual model. Central government CGST, state government SGST. Next. In 2006-7, Union Finance Minister P. Chidambaram, when he was going ahead and presenting the budget, he went ahead and told that GST will be introduced in India in the year April 2010. Are we clear? But did you think 2010 mein GST came? No. But now you tell me one thing. They told that 2010 we will get GST. But to get GST, see, to go ahead and charge any tax, to go ahead and charge any tax, law has to be there, right, everyone? For creating a law, the Constitution of India should allow. People, listen to me very carefully. The Constitution of India should allow. Now, you remember they went ahead and made changes in the Constitution of India, which they are introduced 246A, 366, 12A, GST ka definition. They went ahead and gave equal power to central government and state government. They introduced 269A, that interstate, who will be going ahead and charging everyone? Central government will collect and central government will give it to the center and the state. Then they went ahead and introduced article number 279A, GST Council. All this was introduced by going ahead and amending what? Constitution. Because Constitution of India mein these things were not told. Are we all clear till here? Yes, everyone? Now, in the Constitution of India, all these things were not there. So they went ahead and they had to amend the Constitution by going ahead and introducing all this. This did I already teach you? But this were introduced by amending the Constitution of India, because Constitution of India should give the power to the central government and state government to make GST law. Once Constitution of India will allow, then they will go ahead and make the GST law. Do you guys agree with me? People, the Constitution of India may they wanted to make change. So first, can you tell me, whenever any amendment has to be brought, what will they make? Bill. Central government will make the bill. So government introduced constitutional amendment. People, listen carefully. Bill 122nd constitutional amendment bill. Till now, how many bills are already introduced? 121, and this was 122nd constitutional amendment bill which was introduced. It went to the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha mein some talking, some here, there, etc. happened. Then it went to the Rajya Sabha, and Rajya Sabha ke through, and it was fast. It was the 101 constitutional amendment bill. Amendment Act, after the president assent was given. Now you will tell me, sir, it was introduced at 122nd. When it came out, how it became 101? See, Baba, it was standing in the line that I want to go ahead and amend the Constitution of India. Till now, how many times Constitution of India was amended ke liye bill was passed? 121. And it was standing on 121 or 122? 122. But government wanted to get GST law quickly, so that it skipped the line. It jumped. And when it came out as an act, it was the 101. Means actually it was standing in 122 number, but it jumped the line and it came out faster because government wanted GST faster. And what came out was what, everyone? 101 Constitutional Amendment Act. Is my point clear? Can you tell me, with the 101 Constitutional Amendment Act, what government would have changed in the Constitution of India? Tell no. People, go wrong, but in the class you have to talk. If you don't talk in the class, then what is the point? Yes or no, everyone? Arey, everyone, we are in a classroom. We are here to talk to each other. Yes or no? Not here. You have to talk to me. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now tell me, the government of India went ahead and amended the Constitution of India. What is the thought? What is the changes they would have got in the Constitution of India? Introduce what? Article number 366, 12A, saying what is GST. Arey, everyone. Then they would have introduced 246A to go ahead and give equal power to central government and state government. They would have introduced 269A for what? Tell no. To go ahead and said so that it can say that IGST will be collected by central government and central government will distribute using center and state. Then they would have introduced 279A GST Council. All this were done by what? 101 Constitutional Amendment Act. 1 minute. I want to go to one place. See here, everyone. In 2014, the Constitutional 122nd Amendment Bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha passed it. Then Rajya Sabha went ahead and passed it. President went ahead and gave the signature, and 2016 May, the Constitutional Amendment Act was passed. Now, is the constitution amended? Everyone, is the constitution going ahead and giving the power to go ahead and make the GST law? So now, to make the GST law, what will the government do? First, they will introduce the CGST bill. Array, GST Act has to be made. See, they amended the Constitution of India and told, okay, now we can make GST ka law. Do you guys agree with me? Now, to make the GST ka law, first they will have to introduce CGST bill. To collect SGST, SGST bill will be introduced. ठीक है? In the state legislature. CGST bill will be introduced in the parliament. Yes, everyone. Then IGST bill will be introduced. Parliament. UTGST bill will be introduced. GST compensation cess bill will be introduced in the parliament. Now this will go to the Lok Sabha. This will go to the Rajya Sabha. And when it will come out as what? CGST Act, SGST Act. No, not SGST Act. SGST Act will be passed through the state legislature. Do you guys agree with me? Then IGST Act, UTGST Act, then GST compensation to say, state act. Do you guys agree with me? Now tell me one thing. These acts were passed through what? Parliament. So it will be applicable to the whole of India. Every state may, the state government introduced the SGST bill. Where? In their state legislature. It was passed and it became the SGST Act. Can you tell me how many states would have got it passed? Do you guys agree with me? See, the same thing has been written over here. It says, now after the Constitutional Amendment Act was done, first they introduced CGST bill, IGST bill, UTGST bill, Lok Sabha mein. On 29th March, Lok Sabha passed it, then Rajya Sabha passed it. 2017, President gave the sign, and 1st July 2017, GST was rolled out in India. Now, every state, when on 1st July, on or before 1st July, went ahead and passed the SGST bill also, because CGST ke under you can collect CGST Act. CGST Act ke under you can collect CGST. To collect SGST, you need what? Tell no. SGST Act. Now, every state passed their own SGST Act. So, people, CGST under you can collect CGST. Under SGST Act, you can collect SGST. But Jammu Kashmir did not pass it. Government told, hey, you will do it or not. So, Jammu Kashmir told, okay, we'll also go ahead and pass it. But they did not go ahead and do it till 31st of June. But then on 8th of July, after the government went ahead and spoke, discussed, what happened? GST law was made applicable to the state of Jammu and is my point clear till here? People, although they don't go ahead and ask you to go ahead and tell the story, but knowing this history is important. That, sir, first government went ahead and thought in 2004 that we'll go ahead and introduce what? 2000 they thought. 2004 mein they went ahead and made the task force. Then P. Chidambaram told 2010 GST will come. After that, they amended the Constitution of India. Then they went ahead and introduced the GST bill, which got passed, and it became GST Act. And GST came in India in what, which year, everyone? 1st July 2000. Please tell me, everyone, are we all 100% clear with this? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, you tell me one thing. Because of the Constitutional 101 Amendment Act, Constitution was amended. What were the various changes which were brought? Tell no. Article number 366, 12A, then 246A, then 269A, 279A. All these were introduced by what? 101 Amendment Act. Now, if in the question exam they ask you, what are the changes made to the Constitution of India because of 101 Amendment Act? What will you tell? No, you can go ahead and tell the inner content also. You can't say only 366. See, I will go ahead and tell you over here. This is one point which you can remember that, sir, people here, significant provision of the Constitutional 101 Amendment Act. Please come over here. What are the changes that were brought by the Constitutional Amendment Act? People watching at home, are you guys there? Huh. Everyone over here, see. First, they gave to concurrent power on Parliament and state legislature to make law governing GST. Yes, Baba. They gave equal power. By which article? 246 A. Levy of IGST on interstate and collected by the central government and apportioned between union and state. This was by 269 A. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then basically they are not telling article numbers. They are telling the inner content of the. They are telling the inner content of the article. Next. The next one over here is this one I'm not talking about place of supply now, because place of supply you are yet to learn the chapter. After you learn, you go ahead and read this point, you will understand. Not now. Last chapter. GST will be levied on supply of all goods except alcoholic liquor. Where was this told? 366 12A. Next. On the following product, GST shall not be levied till the date notified on the recommendation of council. Where was this told? 279. GST council ka provision mein it was told that what is this 5 item, everyone? HP man. HP man pe as of now GST will not come, but GST will come when? When council will allow and government will issue what? Well, no, Baba. Huh. Everyone, can you tell me what are the 5 items which are there? HP man, high speed, diesel, petroleum, crude motor, aviation turbine, fuel, natural gas. Chalo. These 5 items, when will GST come? When government will issue a notification. On whose recommendation? GST. I can't hear you guys. Very good. The next one. The union government shall retain, sit. They shall retain the power to levy duties of excise on tobacco product manufactured in India. Do you guys remember? Union government means central government. People, on tobacco, is the central government still charging central excise duty? So in the Constitution of India, they wrote it that Baba, central excise duty is gone, but central excise duty on tobacco products still central government will charge. Can you tell me on tobacco what are the two taxes that are coming? GST and excise duty and GST. Next. Article number 279A was created of the Constitution, empowers the President to go ahead and constitute what? Joint Forum, which is the GST Council. This power was given by Article number 279A. Then the provision of the GST Council came into effect from this date, and the President constituted the GST Council on 15 September. The GST Council will have how many members, everyone? You guys already know 33 members. All this, don't you think, if they by chance ask you in the exam, that sir, write 3 provisions of the 101 Constitutional Amendment Act. Can you tell everyone? 366 12A, 246A, 269A, 279A. Those points, if you go ahead and write, you are done with it. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Please come down to the last now. Everyone over here now. Listen. You have to remember article number. Yes, you have to remember. I'll tell you why. Because when you go ahead and do the MCQs over here, they will go ahead and tell you which article of the Constitution outlines the composition and function of the GST Council. People, 279A. Now, if you don't remember, then 1 mark you have to leave and come. Okay? See, I will tell section numbers if you don't remember also, okay. But these article numbers, they have gone ahead and asked question, right? MCQs are there. Now, if they go ahead and ask you this MCQ, if you remember, then you will be able to do it. If you don't remember, you have to leave it. Can I go ahead, everyone? I believe at least you should remember 246A, 269A, 279A. Other than this, also a lot of small articles are there. Okay? But those are not important, so we'll not go ahead and remember. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone, please come back. How many of you did the MCQs at home? You are able to do it? All of them? You have a doubt in any MCQ? Okay. Chalo, please come back. Now, everyone over here. People, please come to your last page which is there. Everyone over here now, listen. If I go ahead and ask you, GST law, if I tell you the GST law, in the GST law, one is the GST Act, one is the GST rules, one is the GST का notification and one is the GST का circulars. What are the four things, everyone? Act, rules, notification, and circulars. People over here, see. If I go ahead and show you tax information, array, till then you play. Hmm. Array, wait. See, everyone here. Can you see the GST? When I say the GST law, you will be able to see on the left hand side. Are you guys able to see? The act is there, rules are there, forms are there, notifications are there, circulars are there, instructions are there, orders are there. At intermediate level, four things you have to understand. One is the act, rules, forms, notification, and circular. Chalo, I'll go ahead and talk about it. Other things we'll talk about in CA final. When I say the act, rules and forms go together actually. Forms are part of the rules only. Then we have notification and then we have the circular. Forms you leave it. So for an example, you want to apply for GST, you will have to fill up a form. So those are the forms they are talking about. Okay? You want to go ahead and apply for GST registration, you will have to fill a form. Sir, you want to go ahead and make GST payment, you have to fill a form. All those forms which are there, they have given in the forms. Okay? Leave forms, we'll talk about it later. Now tell me one thing. What is an act? What is a rule? Can you tell me what is the difference between GST Act and the GST rules? An act always tells you what is to be done. For an example, act will go ahead and tell you you have to go ahead and take registration when you go ahead and cross your turnover of supposingly they went ahead and told you you have to go ahead and take registration when you go ahead and cross your turnover of 40 lakh rupees. Who told? Act. In the act they will tell you cross 40 lakh rupees, you should take registration. Okay, done. Sir, how to take? Which form to fill? How many days will the GST officer take to approve? What detail I should provide? How many days may he will reply back? All this. How it will be done? How it is to be done will be told by whom? Rules. Rules are always supporting the act. Act is always telling you this is to be done. What will rules tell you? How it is to be done. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. The next over here is, sir, notification. People, did you understand the act and rules ka difference? The GST Act, which we'll be going ahead and learning from the next chapter onwards, Act will always tell you what is to be done. How it is to be done, who will tell? How something has to be done, that will be always told by the rules. Then we have notification. What do you mean by GST notification? See, I will show you. For an example, Act. Can you see Act over here? This is the GST ka Act which we'll be going ahead and learning. From section number 1 till section number 174 we have. But at intermediate level, you will be learning only till section number 52. Can I go ahead, everyone? An Act is what, everyone? Act will tell you what is to be done. Now, to support the Act, government has introduced the rules. Can you see our rules over here? Rules are nothing other than same. But for the Act, they have told for every chapter of the Act, you will see every rule is also there. Act will tell you what is to be done. How it is to be done will be supported by the rules. Then we have notification. See, Baba, I'm not telling about forms. Forms are like this. See, application form like this. The forms will be there. All these are basically forms which you have to fill. Can I go ahead, everyone? These are basically the forms which are given. Next. Now we have notification. Chalo. Now notifications are, what are notification? Notification basically mean amendment. Notification basically means what, everyone? Amendment. So government wants to extend any date, government wants to make any changes to the act or rules, government goes ahead and issued what, everyone? Notification, amendments. Now all these amendments which come, we are in November now. For your September exam, till when ka amendment you have to study? Till March. Are we clear, everyone? So for an example, see over here, 18th November one amendment has come. Again one amendment has come. Can you guys see? Seeks to amend, seeks to provide, seeks to notify, seeks to amend. Can you see over here? All these amendments are applicable to you guys But out of this amendment, what happens? No, most of it goes as a part of CA final because till section number 52, you have to go ahead and learn at intermediate level. Are we clear, everyone? Can we go ahead? Next. So all these are amendment. Most of the amendment we'll be learning in the class. But after the class gets over also, you should always see at least 2 times ka amendment before your exam and go for exam, because out of the amendment, 50 marks may say 15 marks will come out of the previous 2 amendments only. Always remember one thing, whenever you attend any class also, even if the class may amendments are told, but after ICI comes up with the amendment, we release the amendment video, right? I told you yesterday. So you will see the amendment applicable for March also and September, which will give you 15-20 marks in the exam itself. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Now, everyone over here. So these amendments which are there are also applicable to you. Notification means what, everyone? Amendment. How do amendments come? Notification is issued by whom? No, no. Notifications are always issued by government. But who will recommend the government? On recommendation of whom? Is my point clear to all? So always you will see notified by government on recommendation of council. Why you will see NGRC everywhere? Notified by government on recommendation of council. This is notified by government means government has issued a notification on whose recommendation? DST council. Are we all clear till here? So what is notifications? Amendment. Now, if you see over here, you will be able to see one circular also. Can you guys see circular? What is a circular? Circulars are basically, see, GST law may people will have doubts that, sir, what you wrote in the act, I'm not able to understand. What you wrote in the circular, I'm not able to understand. What you wrote in the notification, I have some doubt which is there. Whenever any ambiguity is there, whenever any thing people are not able to understand, government goes ahead and issues a clarification. That clarification, okay, sir, should I charge 15% or 18%? Sir, should I go ahead and consider this as electronics or should I consider as mouse? Because if you consider mouse, the GST rate is given 18, electronic, then rate is 12. Sir, what rate should I apply? Sir, what I am doing on that, will GST come? If you have any doubts which are there, basically government goes ahead and issues what, everyone? To clear the doubts, government issues what? Clarification. And clarifications ka another name is what? See, clarification on various doubts in the section. Can you see? Clarification, clarification, clarification. All these are clarification. Now, for you guys, clarifications are also applicable for your exam. Till what date ka? March. But out of all the clarification, can you see so many clarifications are there? Not all clarifications are applicable. ICI goes ahead and decides that for our student, this clarification should be studied and they will issue in the amendment booklet. That amendment booklet may whatever clarifications are told. Anyways, I am teaching you the clarifications in the class. Any new clarifications which are there, that amendment may you will come to know about it. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here now. So circulars are what? Clarifications. Now, everyone over here now. What is the act? What is to be done? Rules. How it is to be done? Notification. Amendment. Circular. ठीक है, so we'll be learning all the 4 of them. You will see in the book when I'm going ahead and teaching you. I'm teaching you the act also, I'm teaching you the rules also, notifications and circulars also. So that when we are learning, you don't get confused. I'm telling you now only what is the notification, what do you mean by a circular. Everyone over here now. Chalo. So people, can you tell me GST Act as CGST Act, IGST Act, SGST and UTGST Act. Your exam के लिए you don't have to learn UTGST Act. Your exam के लिए you don't have to learn SGST Act. Your exam के लिए you have to learn CGST and IGST. CGST also Act is CGST Act, IGST Act. CGST Act is applicable on intrastate. IGST is applicable on. How many CGST Act are there? How many IGST? 1. Here sections are till 174, but you will be learning only 52. Here sections are 1 to 125, 1 to 25. Out of this also, no, you will be learning 1 or 2 sections which are there, which will come in basically place of supply. The last chapter which we'll learn, there you will be learning only 2 sections out of it. Otherwise, this act also you don't have to study completely. Only 2 sections are there which we'll be going ahead and learning at the last. In this rules, we'll be learning some rules which are there. there are many rules which are there, but rules may say don't have to remember rule number and all, how many rules are there, etc. I'll be talking about the rules when I'm going ahead and teaching you slowly. Okay, everyone, with every chapter, whatever rules are applicable, we'll discuss along with the chapter only. People, so this was one of your basic ka chapter, which was 10 pages. Out of this, I've gone ahead and made this chart. People, did you revise the chart? This chart, for your exam point of view, you'll see that I go ahead and consider this chapter as a very basic ka chapter. Now that you have learned it, now this chapter from exam point of view is a C graded chapter. Sir, C graded chapter. Yes, Baba. From exam point of view, it's a C graded chapter because it just clarifies the basic. You tell me one thing. If I don't teach you this chapter, how will you know the base? The base is also very important. Okay? Everything cannot be learned only from exam point of view. Some things you have to understand also. In the exam, if you see, you can see one mark MCQ. Might be you can see 2 mark MCQ, or you can go ahead and see a 3 mark question. That is something which is maximum out of expected out of this chapter. Are we all clear till here, everyone? Chalo. Now, let's go ahead and see the question answers, everyone. Please come to the question answers. Please come to the question answers. People watching at home, are we all clear till here? Hey, everyone, can we go ahead? Now, everyone over here. What are the silent features of indirect tax? Did you already learn about it? What are the silent features? GST is a imposed on goods and services. Burden can be shifted. Regressive in nature. All these are what? Features of indirect tax. People, for your exam point of view, you can read all of them, but remembering 3 is enough because they go ahead and ask sometimes 3 mark question. Maximum you can remember is a 4 points over here. 3 to 4 points you can remember from exam point of view. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now, what are the central taxes which are gone because of coming of GST? Do you know? Hey, everyone. What are the state taxes which are gone because of coming of GST? What are the taxes which are not gone because of coming of GST? From exam point of view, I find this very, very important that which are the taxes which are not gone because of coming of GST. They can go ahead and give you a small MCQ in the exam. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. GST is a destination-based tax on consumption of goods and service. Discuss the validity of the statement. Can you tell me, everyone, GST is a destination-based tax on consumption? Why do they call this? Because tax will ultimately go to which government? Where the goods are finally destined or consumed. Yes or no, everyone? For an example, I sold goods from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. Which government will get the tax? Tamil Nadu, because GST is a destination-based tax. Reading category question. People, chapter number one, question answers which are there, we have already discussed. When? When we read the chapter. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chapter number 1 ka question answers which are there, we will not be practicing in the class. It's just reading. For your purpose also, when you are going ahead and at home when you are reading, it's just for your reading. Can I go ahead, everyone? Reading means it will come in the exam. 1 3-mark question will come. So you should read the question and go. There's nothing to practice in these questions. Can I go ahead, everyone? Otherwise, GST is a practical subject. We will also practice writing, but from the second chapter. Can we go ahead? Next. Under GST, only value addition is taxed and burden of tax is shifted to the ultimate consumer, final consumer. Examine the validity. Is the statement valid? Yes. Because GST is a because GST is a consumption tax, ultimately the tax is borne by whom? Consumer, the person who goes ahead and consumes the goods. Yes, everyone. Is the statement valid? Yes. Next. What are the various benefits of GST? Did I go ahead and discuss all of them? At least you should remember 3 to 4 of them. It's already there in your chart. You should remember how many of them? 3 to 4. What are the commodities which have been kept outside the purview of GST? Can you tell me, everyone? 2 things I told you. What are the things which are outside GST? Number 1, alcoholic liquor for human. And do you remember? Don't write HP man in the exam and come. Write full form. 5 petroleum product. What are the 5 petroleum products? Loud bench, everyone. Balcony boys. Tell. High speed diesel, petroleum, crude, motor, spirit, aviation turbine, fuel, and natural. Can I go ahead, everyone? These are the items which are out of GST. My question. Alcoholic liquor, can government ever charge or never? Never. HP man? When? When GST Council will go ahead and recommend. Next. What is the type of GST which is proposed to be implemented in India? Dual model, national model? Dual model. So whenever any transaction will happen, who will go ahead and collect the tax? Both. Central government will collect CGST, state government will collect. Next. Can you tell me what are the various people? I'm telling you again and again. All this when you read now, you'll realize that I've already told you about this in the class. Take everyone. Next. See, if I start reading all of them again and again, you will feel what I have taught, I'm teaching again. It's the same thing. Next. Can you tell me on alcoholic liquor for human consumption, is GST levied, not levied? So what is levied? State excise duty when it is sold. Array everyone. When it is sold, what will be levied? VAT and this chart which I had gone ahead and given is out of this only. See, alcoholic liquor, petroleum, tobacco and opium. Can I go ahead everyone? They are asking you, will GST be levied? Not levied. If GST is not levied, what is the other tax that will be levied? Do you guys already remember? Tell me one thing. Petroleum. Manufacturing by central excise duty and VAT or CST. Then tobacco, central excise duty and GST. Next, opium, Indian hemp, narcotic drugs, state excise duty and do you remember everyone? This they can go ahead and ask from exam point of view. It's a good question. Next, people, why was the Constitution of India amended in the context of GST? I will tell you. You tell me one thing. Why did they amend the Constitution of India? You tell me. They amended the Constitution of India to go ahead and give equal power to the central government and state government to go ahead and collect what? GST simultaneously. Do you remember everyone? Central government will collect what? CGST. State government will collect what? SGST. Do you remember everyone? Why did they go ahead and amend the constitution? So that they can give equal power. Whenever it is interstate, who will go ahead and collect? Central government. And central government will divide between center and next. People, do you remember article number 266A, 246A, 269A? Reading category. Now, this is also a good question. People, do you remember GST Council? How many members? How much is the quorum? Half. Correct? Do you remember the functions of GST Council? Can you tell me four of them? Tell wrong. It's okay. You are in a classroom. Now rate of GST. Next. On which goods tax will come and on which good GST will not come. Then special provision for special category state. Then natural calamities may extra tax can be charged when GST Council will allow. Then HP man pay. As of now, there is no GST, but GST Council will allow. Do you remember everyone? Next. What are the special category state? Can you tell me special category state, everyone? Tell no. Humans of Tripura and Jammu and H for Himachal, U for M for Meghalaya, Manipur, Mizoram, A for Arunachal, Assam, N for Nagaland, S for next. What is GSTN? What is GSTN? Everyone, goods and service tax network. Profit company, not for profit company. Correct, everyone. And GSTN has basically gone ahead and developed what? gst.gov.in. Do you remember I told you about the functions also? That's all, everyone, is from the chapter. All the things have we gone ahead and already covered in the chart. Now, I want you guys to tell me MCQs. How many of you did the MCQs? All of them at home? Up? Take it. Very good. Tell me the doubts. If you had in any MCQ, any problem? 20 seconds. Ha. Chalo. People, try 20 seconds once quickly. Everyone try question number 20 seconds. What is it? It says, which of the following is correct? You tell me one thing, madam. GSP is acting as a link between whom? Taxpayer and GSTN. and ASP is between taxpayer and chalo. GSP act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN. ASP act as a link between taxpayer and GSP. ASP act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN wrong. GSP act as a link between ASP and taxpayer wrong. GSP act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN. ASP act as a link between GSTN and GSP wrong. What is correct over here? A. Is my point clear? Next. Next doubt. 23. ठीक है. चलो people. Which of the following are incorrect? Incorrect everyone. Can you quickly do it? Which one? One. Okay, what happened over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the ABCD. It has got shifted here. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, manufacture or production of alcoholic liquor for human consumption is subject to state excise duty, and interstate sale of the same is subject to GST. Wrong. Correct. So which is incorrect they are asking. Incorrect means first one is incorrect. So people, your answer should have 1. Means the D one is wrong. Can I go ahead, everyone? This is called elimination method. You tell me one thing, less option you have, easy it is to find out the answer. So you should always try to eliminate the option. Can I go ahead, everyone? Shall I explain again or got it? Now, everyone over here now, listen. The next one. 1 second. The next one. It says central excise duty is levied on manufacture production of petroleum, correct? And intra or interstate sale is subject to this also. Means second one is correct, right? So second one is never your answer. Do you guys agree with me? So can I cut this and this because it contains second one? Your answer is which one? B. So basically, but I will read all of them. Union government retains the power to levy central excise duty on tobacco, and tobacco is also subject to GST and central excise duty. Is it correct? So it will never be your answer. Correct, everyone? Next. Opium, Indian hemp, and other narcotic drugs are subject to VAT or CST and state excise duty. No, sir, state excise duty and GST. And hence, this is also wrong. So 1 and 4 is wrong. Do you guys agree with me? Can we go ahead? Chalo, please tell me the next doubt which you had. All others are all small questions which are there. Done? Chalo, people over here now, listen. From here, MCQs to Baba, you can't leave anything and go because MCQs, 1 mark ka 1 MCQ can come from any one of them. Okay? Now, if a student has gone ahead and properly revised the chart book, done the MCQs because 1 mark ka MCQ will come and you have to do the question answer. In the question answer, see Baba, asking so they can ask anything. I'll tell you the most important ones which are there, which you must also do before exam. Shall I tell or not tell? Okay? Others are also important. But I'm telling you the most important ones which are there is question number 15, which you must take care before the exam. Question number 13, which is there. 15, 13, ninth one, 9, 9, 9, 6, 3, okay. You tell me one thing, which are the ones which I told you? 3, 6, 9. Okay. These are the question which you must read properly and go before the exam. Now, it does not mean others can't come. Asking ke liye, they can ask anything. You can't leave anything. But I'm telling these are good questions which are there. Are we clear, everyone? Chalo. I'll do one thing, everyone. I'll go ahead and close my discussion on chapter number 1. Congratulations, people. Done. So, please come to your chart book, everyone. Take it. Now we'll move to the second chapter, which is goods and service. Actually, if you talk about the second chapter, which is there, the second chapter is the chapter of supply. Please come to the chapter of supply, everyone. Done, Baba. Break. 1 minute ka break done. Now we'll start with the chapter of supply. Everyone over here now listen. Now let's move to the next chapter. The next chapter is the chapter of supply. Now supply ka chapter, before we go ahead and start learning, in supply chapter, I've gone ahead and given one definition of what is goods and service. Sir, why do we have to learn the definition of goods and service? I've written it down here also. Okay, why do we have to learn what is goods and what is service? I'll tell you. Okay, this notebook is done. Chapter number 2, supply. Everyone over here now, listen. In chapter number 2 is the chapter of supply. Listen. Before we go ahead and learn the chapter of supply, what I want you guys to understand is, see, whenever goods or GST means goods or service tax. So first of all, something has to be goods or, because only when something is goods and service has been, what will come? GST will be levied. So you guys agree with me? So first of all, something has to be goods or something has to be. Do you guys agree with me? So either it has to be goods or it has to be service. On if it is not falling in goods also, if it is not falling in service also, will GST come on that or it will not come? Hell no, not come. So first we have to go ahead and understand what is goods and what is. Chalo. Now let's go ahead and first of all understand what is goods and service. Then we will understand what is supply, because only if something is goods and service and it is being supplied, what will come, everyone? GST will come. If GST comes, I will collect and pay to the government if I am registered. Do you guys agree with me? So first, let's go ahead and understand what do you mean by goods and what do you mean by service, because only if something is goods and service, GST can come. So people, what is goods? See, goods ka definition which is there, everyone over here now, listen. Every definition when you go ahead and see, no, it is given in Act ka, this Act ka, section number 2. Can you see section number 2? In section number 2, when you see actually, there are 121 definition, 121 is deleted, so we have 120 definitions which are there. Can you see 120? Out of this, when you go to the definition number 52, which number definition? 52. 52 gives the definition of goods. Are we all clear? And 101, 102 gives definition of service. Sir, do we have to remember this section number for exam? No, you don't have to remember. It's just given for a reference so that if you ever want to find out where is the definition of goods, you will be able to find out. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, what do you mean by goods? Everyone, goods means every kind of movable property. People, whatever is movable. Mobile is movable. Yes. Mic is movable. Okay. 1 minute. Huh. Mic is movable. Yes. Goods. Okay. This glass is movable. Is this goods? Yes. So what do you mean by movable? Anything which has legs. Movable means, see, they went ahead and did not give the definition of movable. They told goods means every kind of movable property. Whenever something ka definition you don't have in the GST Act, you find the definition in the General Clauses Act. When you read the General Clauses Act, no, it says movable means what is not immovable. Movable means what, everyone? What is not immovable. Okay? It means first I have to find out immovable. If it is immovable, it is not movable. Correct, everyone? Then we went to immovable property ka definition in General Clauses Act. Immovable property says what is not movable. No, no, no. It does not say that. Immovable property ka definition says there are 4 things which are immovable. What are the 4 things? Land. Number 1. Can you tell me, everyone? This is land. Whether it is agricultural land, rural land, urban land, city land, whatever land it is. Land is always land and land is always immovable property. Is my point clear to all? Sir, land is in the municipality, outside the municipality, in the city, in the rural area, agricultural land, farm land, whatever land they tell you in the exam, land is always immovable. If it is movable, if it is immovable, will it ever be movable? No. So is land goods or not goods? Not goods. Chalo. ठीक है. Then, then they are telling second thing is any benefit arising out of land. What do you mean by benefit arising out of land? Chalo, theek hai. Let's understand benefit arising out of land. If you have any benefit out of your land, that benefit is also what, everyone? Immovable. Chalo, I'll go ahead and explain it to you. For an example, this is my people. Whatever I am telling, you guys already know. Those examples are there in your book, so don't worry about it. Aram se listen, and we'll go ahead. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here now. See, this is my office for an example. This is my home for an example. Okay? In between, we have a land which is there. This land belongs to Muni. Okay? Now, what I was doing, I was going ding, 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 ding. From here, I have to go to office. From office, I have to come home. I called Muni one day. I told him, Muni, in your land, no. Give me one right to use the path. I will go from here and come back. Are we clear, everyone? So this is called easement. Easement means it will become easy for me to go to office and come back. So he went ahead and allowed me to use his land. Basically, he gave me easement. It's called what, everyone? He told Ramesh, sir, okay, you can go office, you can come back home, you can go to office, you can come back home. Was it his land? Was it his benefit? He gave me the benefit to use. He is giving me movable or immovable property? Immovable. Always remember one thing. Any benefit if you have out of your land, if you give that benefit to someone, you are giving him movable property or immovable property? Any benefit out of your land, if you are giving to someone, you are giving him movable or immovable? Are we all clear? Chalo, I'll give you one more example. For an example, everyone over here, ठीक है. For an example, one land is there. This land again belongs to Muni. ठीक है. Now, madam, your name? Ashwini. Ashwini told Muni, this land which is there, in your land, one pond is there. ठीक है, like this one pond is there. Pond में fishes are there. ठीक है. Ashwini told Muni that in your land, the pond which is there, in the pond fishes are there. Let me come and catch the fishes. ठीक है. Tell me one thing. To take the fishes from the pond, whose benefit it is? Muni's. He told, okay, Ashwini, you can come. You can come. Put one stick over here. Catch your fish which you want. ठीक है. And you can take the fish and go. Now, my question over here. Tell me one thing. Has Muni given her, a benefit which belonged to him? Was this benefit out of the land? Did I give the benefit to you? I am giving you movable property or immovable property? If I give you land, that is also immovable. Any benefit out of my land, if I allow you to use it, I am giving you movable or immovable property? Can I go ahead, everyone? Is this point clear to all? Chalo. The next one over here. Everyone over here. So it says any land is immovable. Chalo, I'll give you one more example. This is my land over here. This is my land. This is one real estate developer. You know real estate builders who will make buildings and all. He came and told me, Ramesh sir, this land may I want to make the building. I don't want to buy the land. You give me the development right. You give me what, everyone? Development right. You give me the development rights. Development rights. I will go ahead. People, I will give him the development right. He told I will go ahead and make the building on this land, and out of the building, one flat I will give it to you. You tell me one thing. Did I give him movable property or immovable property? I gave him my benefit out of my land was on this land. Whose benefit it was to make the building? Mine. Did I give the benefit to you? Did I give you movable property or immovable property? Shall I give more example or got it? Any benefit out of your land, if you have, if you give it to someone else, you are giving a movable or immovable property. Next. The next one over here is anything which is attached to the earth. What do you mean by attached to the earth? For an example, this is the land. In the land, one building is attached. For people, this building where we are sitting, is it movable or immovable? Can you take it and go home? I want to take it and go somewhere and else. Is it possible? Movable or immovable? Immovable. Anything which is attached to the earth is immovable. See, one thing is which you attach, one is which comes out. For an example, tree. Is tree attached to the earth? Array everyone, movable or immovable? Can I go ahead, everyone? So tell me one thing. One is a land, movable, immovable. Benefit out of land. Anything which is attached to the earth, movable, immovable. Anything which is attached to the earth can be either you have attached it or it has come out as attached. Movable, immovable. Chalo, tell me one thing. One electric pole is there. Movable, immovable. Immobile. Is my point clear to all? Next. Everyone, anything which is attached to the earth is also immovable. Then, or permanently fastened. Permanently, if anything is fastened to anything attached. What do you mean by permanently fastened to anything attached? For an example, if I go ahead and tell you, everyone tell me one thing. This is the land, immovable. On this land, I have a building, correct? Building is movable, immovable. In this building, I permanently fixed one lift. Okay? Now this lift is over here going down, going up. My question over here, movable, immovable. Baba, lift is permanently, just because it is going up and down. No, lift is permanently attached to the building. Do you guys agree with me? And when I fix the lift, see, when I bought it from the shop, that time it was movable. When I came and permanently fixed it to the building, movable, immovable. You have permanently fixed it, it will become immovable. Is my point clear to all? Tell me one thing, everyone. Are we all 100% clear till here? If you permanently fixed anything, okay, on this building, I spoke to one person. He fixed one telecommunication tower permanently to this building. Movable, immovable. Are we all clear till here? Tell me one thing. First of all, land is, ठीक है? Any land is immovable. Any benefit out of the land is, anything attached to the land is, anything permanently fixed to anything attached to the earth is also immovable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Sir, what do you mean by permanently fixed? Permanently fixed means which is permanently attached. Which to detach. Which to detach, you might have to go ahead and break something and take it out. For an example, the lift is permanently attached to the building. Now, if lift you want to take it out of the building, you have to break the whole place and then you have to take it out. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. I fixed two screws and I put one television over here on the wall. Is television permanently attached to the building? No. You can go ahead and open the screws and take it out. Yes or no, everyone? But if you fix anything permanently, then you have to make some demolitions and take it out. So it's called what? Permanently attached. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? So always remember one thing. What is immovable? Okay, tell me one thing. This ceiling which is attached to the building, movable, immovable. If you want to take it out, you have to demolish and take it out. So it's called what, everyone? Immovable. Is my point clear to all? Chalo, we'll go ahead, everyone. Now tell me this laptop, mobile, immobile, mobile. Are we all clear till here? Chalo, everyone over here now. Basically, when I say, first of all, land is there. To the land, anything attached to the land is also, everyone. Any benefit out of the land? Anything attached to the land? Anything attached to what is attached to the land permanently? Temporarily? Then it is movable. Movable means goods. But permanently then? Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Listen. So tell me one thing. Immovable properties are four. Out of this four, leaving this four, everything is what? And movable means goods. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now you tell me one thing. This money which is there, movable, not movable. Movable. Movable means what? Arey tell no. Movable means goods. So just imagine one shopkeeper, I went to him. He gave me one mobile phone. He went ahead and charged me GST because GST was charged on mobile property. Yes, I told, wait, sir. When I am giving you money, I will also make a bill because goods means every kind of movable property. Money is also moving. When money is moving, on money also I want to charge GST because goods means every kind of. Arey everyone. So when I am giving him money, will I make a bill? 10,000 rupees plus GST. Why no? Because they specifically went ahead and told money, say exclude. Sir, goods say, please exclude what? Money. Money is not goods. If it is not goods, you can't charge GST. Arey, did you understand what I'm telling? Is money movable? Yes, but still they went ahead and specifically told that, sir, goods means every kind of movable property other than money. Sir, money can be Indian legal tender, Indian rupees, yes or no, everyone? If you have foreign currency like dollars, etc., check, demand draft, or any instrument recognized by the RBI, which can be used to settle a obligation. So, people, anything which is recognized by the RBI, which you can use and make payment, is known as what, everyone? Money. Now, tell me one thing. Can I use, this is one old 1 rupee ka note which is there. If I go ahead and tell you, can I use this to go ahead and make payment? Is this money? So they went in and told this is not money. See, but money shall not include currency held for what? Numismatic value. Numismatic value means old coins which were there earlier, or these old notes which are there. Tell me one thing: are they money? Not money? Hello, everyone. Not money. If they are not money, are they goods? Arey, money is not goods. If it is not money, then it is. If it is goods, when I'm selling, can GST come? It can come, but it has to be sold, supplied. Can I go ahead, everyone? Sure. Tell me one thing, everyone. As of now, I told you goods means every kind of movable property other than money. Money, you have to leave it. Money is not goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? But money held for numismatic value. Is it money or not money? Not money. If it is not money, is it? Can I go ahead, everyone? Yes, it is goods. Then it says, but other than money and other than securities, they have gone ahead and told securities. People tell me one thing: is securities movable, immobile? Share stock, movable? No. I can sell from me to you. Array, uh, is share stock immobile? Is it immovable? Anything other than this four is movable and it is goods. So shares and stocks are what? Goods. Movable, yes or no, everyone? But they went ahead and told over here, although goods, but shares car trading pay actually what happens? Share, stock, bond, debentures, etc. What happens? They are subject to securities transaction tax. And hence they told we will not go ahead and charge what? GST. And hence they excluded from the definition of GST, saying GST say exclude money and you should exclude what? Is my point clear to all? So you'll exclude two things, money and securities. Securities means what? Share, stock, bond, debenture, mutual fund, government securities, any right in securities if you have. All these are what, everyone? Securities, and securities are goods or not goods? Then it says, but please remember one thing, you should always include actionable claim. Can you tell me what do you mean by actionable claim? See, any claim, if you want to get it, you have to go ahead and take some action. Basically, any claim for which you can take an action in the court is known as what, everyone? Actionable claim. Actually, actionable claim carries a definition. I'll talk about the definition little later, but I want to tell you now. For an example, madam, your name? Reshita. Reshita is staying in my property and she has to pay me rent. Rent for 6 months she have not paid me. Does she have to pay me? Array, everyone. Do I have a right to receive the rent? Do I have a right to receive the rent? That right to receive is actionable claim. If she does not pay, can I take her to the court? So can I take her? Can I take an action against her? So people, my right to receive. Do I have a right to receive the arrears of rent? That right to receive, that right is known as actionable claim. Chalo, I'll go ahead and give you one more example. I went ahead and bought a lottery. I bought a. Do I have a right to receive the prize money if I win? If I win, do I have a right to receive? So right to receive can be existing also. Right to receive can be accruing also. Rent is accruing every day. Right to receive something can be contingent also. Contingent means If I win, I will get. If I don't win, I will not get. But lottery, is it a right to receive prize money? If you win, or everyone. So, right, lottery is an actionable claim. Take it. Did you go and understand this? Chalo. See, I will read out what is told over here. It means a claim, a right to receive, a claim to any debt other than debt secured or to any beneficial interest. Either it can be other than debt secured. Why other than debt secured? Actionable claim does not include what? Secured debt. For an example, 1 minute. I have given you a loan. Do I have a right to receive the loan money? But I have given you against a property. I took your property and then I gave you a loan. Do I have a right to receive the loan? If you don't pay, I will not take you to court and all. I will sell the property and recover. People, if I can sell the property and recover, it is not actionable claim. Actionable claims are those claims for which you can take the person to the court, basically, for which it is not secured. Okay, I'll tell you. Munni is my debtor. Debtor. Has he given me any property or he's not given me any property? But do I have a right to receive money from him? Is he my debtor? Right to receive money from a debtor is an actionable claim because it's not a secured debt. Are we all clear? I gave, for an example, to Rishita 1 lakh rupees. She has not given any collateral property. Do I have a right to receive the prize money? Do I have a right to receive the money? If she does not give, is it a debt secured or not secured? So, people, that right to receive is what? Actionable claim. Okay, I'll give you one more example. For an example, my car met with an accident. Okay? And I have to receive money from my insurance company. Do I have a right to receive the money from insurance company? If they don't pay, can I take them to the court? So, people, my right to receive is what? Actionable claim. Can I tell you? Unsecured right to receive are basically actionable claim, which are not secured any against any debt. See, it says a claim to any debt or other than debt secured, or a claim to any beneficial interest in a movable property which is not in the possession of the claimant. It is not in my. Tell me one thing. I have a right to receive prize money. Is it in my possession or not in my possession? For example, I won a lottery and a car has to be taken by me. Now that car is in my possession or not in my possession? Not in my possession. But do I have a right to receive if I win? It says, which the civil court recognizes as affording ground for relief. Means, if they don't give you, you can take them to the court and court will give you the relief. And it says, whether such debt or interest, beneficial interest, which you have the right to receive, is existent. For an example, insurance claim became due. Insurance company has to pay me 10 lakh rupees. Do I have a right to receive? Tell no. Is that right to receive existing already? Then, or accruing rent. You are staying in my property. Is every day the rent accruing? If you don't pay, can I take you to the court? Do I have a right to receive the arrears of rent? So that's what it is accruing. Conditional or contingent. For an example, I bought a lottery. Okay? People, I am selling a lottery. What is a lottery? A lottery is an actionable claim. The person whom I am selling, people, the person whom I am, he will have a right to receive what? Prize money. If he wins, it is contingent. If he does not win, hello, he will not receive. But even if it's a contingent thing, the right to receive is contingent. Then also it's an actionable. Is my point clear to all? Tell me one thing. Okay. I am casino. Okay? Casino is allowing people to do betting. What I am selling is what? I went in and sold you the ticket. Now, if you win, you have a right to receive. What am I selling? Casinos are what? Casinos sell actionable claim. If you win, you have a right to receive. Okay. You went online money gaming. You do online gaming? People, if you win, what are they selling you? If you win, you have a right to receive. If you don't win, gone. Is my point clear? Tell me one thing. One horse race is there. And everyone, I am going ahead and allowing people to do betting in the horse race. You tell me one thing. What am I selling? If you win, you have a right to receive. If you don't win, gone. I am selling lottery. What am I selling? Actionable claim. I am allowing people to do betting. What am I selling? I am selling actionable. What's an actionable claim? It's a right to receive if you win. If you don't win, gone. Can I go ahead, everyone? There are two things. One is it's a right to receive, or it can also be an unsecured debt which is there, which is not secured against any property. And but if that person does not pay, can you take him to the court? So these are called what, everyone? Actionable claim. I've given example: betting, gambling, lottery, right to recover arrears of rent, etc. is what, everyone? Actionable claim. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Now tell me one thing. This tree is attached to the earth. Movable, immovable. Okay, I cut this tree. Movable. So they are telling over here, growing crops, grass, and things attached to or forming part of the land, which are agreed to be severed. Severed means what, everyone? Cut, separated, before supplying or under a contract of supply. For an example, I have sugarcane trees which are standing in the field. Are they goods, not goods? If I cut them, goods. Or I agree that for an example, sir, your name? Omkar went ahead and told me, sir, all these sugarcane trees which are standing, I want to buy. I told Omkar, it will grow in another 2 months. After that, I will give you. So today I did not come, did not cut it, but I agreed. If I agreed, did I imagine I will cut? So did I agree it has cut? Even if I agree to cut it, it will become what? Is my point clear? My question: can I stand outside a jungle and say, ah ha ha, all are goods? Can you say that? But if I cut them, or if I agree that I will cut, array everyone, goods, not goods. Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Now, you tell me one thing. For an example, I will give you an example. I will draw. I love drawing. Okay? You tell me who is this, okay? Array, tell no. Ah, very good, very good. You tell me one thing. When Pushpa has cut that tree, array, Pushpa, you understood or not? Wait. Like this, I will do. Okay, he has done like this. Ah, okay. Okay. Now, you tell me one thing. When Pushpa is cutting the tree and taking and going, log. Array, this is sandalwood. You understood? Now you tell me one thing. When it was standing as tree, goods, not goods. The time he cut it, goods, not goods. Is my point clear to all? Chalo, now listen. People tell me one thing. Goods means every kind of movable property. Other than money and security. Is money and securities goods, not goods? What is goods but? Actionable claim. If you have a right to receive, is it actionable claim? Yes. That right to receive is an actionable claim, whether that right is existing, accruing, or it can be conditional or contingent. But that right to receive is what, everyone? Actionable claim. Growing crops, grass, things attached to the earth, agreed to be severed before supplying or under a contract of supply. Is it goods, not goods? Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. If I go ahead and tell me one thing, everyone. The tables in the classroom, goods, not goods? Movable, not movable? Movable, goods. Bottle, movable, goods. The money, goods, not goods? Not goods. Can we go ahead, everyone? Laptop, movable, goods. Ceiling, not movable, not goods. Lift, movable, not movable. Just because it is going up and down, movable. Can you take it and go home? No, it is not movable. Can I go ahead, everyone? Car? Movable. Movable then? Goods. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, huh? Tree? Train. Train. Movable, not movable. Movable, Baba. It is goods only. Can we go ahead, everyone? Baba, train and rail. Rail line is different. Train is different. Can I go to Array? You understood what I'm telling? Train is a different thing altogether. Rail line which is there is attached to the land. Array, everyone, 1 minute. Now, rail line which is there, which is permanently attached to the land, is it movable, immovable? That is immovable. Can I go ahead? Very good question. Chalo, next. Huh? Huh? Louder, Baba, louder. Your next bench is not able to hear. Huh? Which one? Betting, gambling, then smuggling. Where did I say? No, 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 no. Pushpawala example came only for good crops. You don't talk about smuggling. I am talking about tree cut. Cut become what, everyone? No, no. I'm not talking about Pushpa smuggling. I'm talking about log. This one only. This one. Tree cut. Tell me. How can we? Baba, betting is also allowed. Gambling is also allowed. You go to casino, whichever legal I'm talking about. You talk to casino. Casinos betting is allowed. Online money you can go and do betting. Horse race in the race ground you see betting they're allowing. Arey, which world are you living in? Everything is allowed. You go and see in the race course road. You have the race course which is there. There, people. 1 minute, everyone. This is where is the charger? Just a minute. Huh. You tell me one thing. When you go to the race course, their horses are there. You do betting. They allow you to do betting. What are they selling you? Actionable claim. If you win, you have a right to receive. If your horse wins. Casino. I am a casino. What do I allow you? To do what? Betting. If your number wins, you will get the prize money. So what am I selling? I'm selling you a right to receive. Whenever I'm selling you a right to receive, I'm selling you what? Actionable claim. Lottery. Karnataka not legal. Other states are selling. Kerala. When they are selling lottery, if I'm selling you a lottery, I'm selling you what? Right to receive. If you win, you will receive the prize money. If you don't win, gone. But what am I selling you? That thing, a name has to be there, no? So all this lottery, betting. So whenever you have a right to receive from someone, whenever you are selling a right to receive, or if you have a right to receive, those right to receive ka name is what, everyone? Actionable claim. Is my point clear? Chalo. Next, everyone over here now. People, now we have services. What do you mean by service? Service ke liye they have gone ahead and told. Service means anything other than goods. Can you tell me what is not goods? Immovable property. Correct? Land. Benefit out of land. Things attached to the. Anything attached to what is attached to the land. Movable, immovable. Immovable property is anything other than goods. Means immovable property is what? Service. Land is a service. Building is a. People, did you understand? Anything other than goods, money, and security. Oh, they are telling anything other than goods, anything other than money, anything other than. Tell me one thing. Are money and security is goods? No. Are money and security is service? Why? Because they specifically excluded from service also. And hence, can I tell you one thing? Money and securities are neither goods nor. Do you guys agree with me? It means, can you ever charge GST on money and securities? Why no? Because they are not goods also, they are not service also. Then they are telling, see, anything other than goods. Can you tell me anything other than goods means what, first of all? Immovable property. It means immovable property is goods or service? Movable property is goods or service? Goods. Movable is goods. Immovable is this building is goods or service? It will come under the definition of service. Sir, I can't consume. No problem, Baba. You have to digest. Drink some water and digest. Building is what? Goods or service? Service. Land is what? Goods or service? Service. Money is what? Neither goods nor. Securities are what? Neither goods nor. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. But then it says money will always include activities relating to use of money. What do you mean by activity relating to use of money? Everyone listen to me very carefully. For an example, I am over here. Okay, we'll take one example. Sir, your name? Kushal. This is Kushal. Okay, everyone. Wait. I love drawing. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now listen. Kushal went ahead and told me, sir, I want 1 lakh rupees loan. I gave him 1 lakh rupees. He is going to return me the 1 lakh rupees. Do you guys agree with me? But my question over here, tell me one thing. I gave him 1 lakh rupees. He is going to use it and return it to me. Is money goods or service? Neither goods nor service. But tell me one thing. Have I given Kushal money to use? Did I give him money to use for which he will go ahead and give me interest? My question over here, giving money to use, it is an activity relating to what? Allowing people to use your money. Are everyone? Giving someone to use your money is goods or service? It's a service. Money is not goods and service. But see, behind the money, you are not giving money. You are giving money to use. And giving money to use is a, see, money is neither goods. See, I'm telling, this money I gave, money pe GST will not come. But what I'm telling is, when I give him money to use, is this an activity? That is a goods activity or service. Bank gave you money to use and bank will charge you interest. Has the bank given you service? Is my point clear? I gave money 1 lakh rupees to use. He's going to return me 1 lakh. But because I gave it to him to use, he will give me what, everyone? Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? Tell me one thing. Is money goods or service? Neither goods nor. But giving money to use? Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Its conversion by cash or by any other mode from one currency, one form to another. People, current money ka conversion from one form to another. What do you mean by one form to another? For which separate consideration is charged. People, did I tell you various forms of money? Various forms of money I told you? Okay. I went ahead and gave the bank INR. Bank went ahead and gave me demand draft. Is cash one form of money? Is DD another form of money? Money is neither goods nor service. Array, DD also is money, no GST on money. But tell me one thing. Has the bank given me some service? What service? Converting one form of money to another form. For which will I pay the bank DD making charges might be 50 rupees? Array, everyone. Tell me one thing. Has the bank given me some service? Is money goods and service? Activity behind money? Activity behind money. So when I gave bank ko cash and bank gave me DD, is cash and DD goods or service? Is cash and DD goods or service? Neither goods nor. But behind that you have to see, has the bank given me conversion ka service? Converting one cash into DD. Has bank given me a service? For which I am paying what? DD making charges. Is my point clear? So they are telling, see, money and securities are out. But remember, activities relating to use of money, if you give someone money to use, or its conversion by cash or by any other mode from one form to another, one currency to another. Everyone listen. I gave, this is the bank. I gave the bank INR. Bank gave me dollars. Is money, people, goods or service? But has the bank gone ahead and given me a service? What service? Converting one currency to, for which might be I will pay to the bank 50 rupees conversion charge. Do you guys agree with me? So is there a service given? My question is INR and dollar goods or service? Neither goods nor. But is conversion service, not service? So has the bank given me a service for which I paid the bank 50 rupees? So they're telling currency to another currency conversion for which separate consideration is charged. It is a service. Okay. One denomination to another. Okay. You tell me one thing. I gave bank 500 rupees note. Bank gave me 100 rupees ka 5 notes. Has bank converted one denomination to another? Hell no, Baba. Now my question over here. When I gave bank 500 rupees ka one note and bank gave me 100 rupees ka 5 note, is this money? Are yes or no? Neither goods nor service. But has the bank given me some service? What service? For which might be the bank will charge me 10 rupees. Is this a service? Money is not goods and service. Activity behind. You remove the money and see behind. Has the bank given you a service? Yes. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, I'll ask you one question. In the break, Muni went to the shopkeeper and told, Uncle, uncle, take this 500 rupees. Give me 100 rupees ka 5 note. He gave 500. Uncle gave him 100 rupees ka 5 notes. My question over here, has uncle did not charge anything. Has uncle given him a service or not a service? Because for it to be a service, separate consideration should be. If uncle did not charge him only or bank did not charge you only, I went to the bank, I gave 500 rupees, he gave me 100 rupees ka 5 notes, he did not charge me anything. Has the bank given me any service? Yes or no? Louder! Is my point clear to all? Now, same way, if I ask you one question, shares are goods or service? Tell no. Shares are neither goods nor. ठीक है? I am Sher Khan or Motilal Oswal or Zerodha. You know what we do? We sell share, we buy share. We sell share, we buy share for the client. Are share goods or service? Tell no. Tell wrong, Baba. Tell wrong. But you tell. Shares are goods or service? Neither goods nor service. Can I go ahead, everyone? See, if the fear of going wrong is there, then you will never learn. For an example, when you are learning cycle, if the fear of falling is there, then you will never learn cycle. So it's okay in the class if you are going to tell wrong, only then you will learn correct. Did I catch you and hit you? Hey, you are telling wrong. Then, Baba, tell wrong. No. What is the classroom meant for? The classroom is meant so that all the people sit, discuss, and talk. Can we go ahead? Not among each other, teacher and student. Done, everyone? Now listen. Tell me one thing. Huh. I am Zerodha. We sell share for people, we buy share, we sell share, we buy share. Is shares goods or service? On shares, will GST come or no GST? It is neither goods nor service. But me as Zerodha, did I sell share for you? Did I buy share for you? I will charge you commission. Have I given you a service? I went ahead and told you, madam, I maintained portfolio for you. Give me portfolio maintenance charges. Give me demat charges. Give me brokerage. Give me commission. These amounts which I have charged, is it for the share or is it for my service? My question over here, is it a service? Money and securities are neither goods nor service, but activities behind. See, services includes facilitating or arranging transaction in securities. If I arrange securities for someone, if I arrange shares for someone, have I given a service? Demat charges, brokerage charges, portfolio maintenance charges, commission, all these are for a service. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, I've written some questions over here. People, these questions, you tell me one thing. Sale of debentures. Are debentures goods or service? Why debentures are what? Securities. Securities are neither goods nor. Will GST come? No GST. Land. People, land is what? Goods or service? Immovable property? Everyone. Goods or service? This remaining part you don't cut, I am cutting now. Unless I tell you anything in the chart book, never cut anything. Okay? Now, so land is a service. Next, cash deposited into bank. I gave cash to the bank, 500 rupees. I gave 500 rupees to the bank and deposited in my bank account. Neither goods nor bank told me you are depositing this 500 rupees to count the money. I will take 10 rupees cash handling charges. Has the bank given me service? Next, housing loan. Bank gave me 10 lakh rupees ka loan. Loan is what? Neither goods nor. But did I use the money for which I gave interest? People, loan is a transaction in money, neither goods nor. But interest on loan is because they have given you money to use. Is it for a service? People, I want you guys to spend 30 seconds, see the chart, tell me if you are clear, then we go ahead. See, think, and tell me. See, think, and tell me, everyone. Please don't talk, please read, everyone. Read once. People watching at home, please read. Can we go ahead, everyone? Is everyone 100% clear till here? Tell me one thing. In the textbook, please come to the textbook, everyone. I have given goods and service ka meaning over here. See, goods means every kind of other than money and securities, but includes what, everyone? Growing crops, grass, and things attached to or forming part of the which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of. Movable means what is not movable. Immovable means only four things. This land, benefit out of land, things attached to the earth, or anything attached to, permanently attached to what is attached to the earth. People, whatever example I gave, I wrote over here so that you can remember. Money, you guys already know about money. Actionable claim, did I explain you, everyone? All the example given, I have written over here. The next is services. I told you services means any money, anything other than goods, money, and but it includes what activities relating to use of money or its conversion from one firm to another, one currency to another, one denomination to for which what is charged? Separate consideration. Can I go ahead, everyone? And then I've gone ahead and given whatever dollar example which I gave, same example I wrote over here. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now listen. Now, tell me one thing. You know what is goods, what is service? Can you tell me, everyone, what do you mean by goods? Goods means every kind of movable property, other than money and securities, but includes actionable claims, growing crops, grass, things attached to the which are agreed to pay before supply or under a contract of supply. Services means anything other than goods, money, and securities, but includes activities relating to use of money, its conversion from one firm to another, one currency, one denomination, for which separate consideration is charged. What you have gone ahead and done is a service. Facilitating transaction in share. Shares are neither goods nor service, but your facilitating wala service, it's for a service. It's a service. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. People, do we have to remember the definition? What are you looking for? See, Baba, I'll tell you one thing. Every day you sit on the first bench and do that. It's a bad manner. You know, I'll tell you why. This shows disinterest. Okay. How many pages are remaining? You tell me one thing. When do you check how many pages are remaining? When you're done with it. You're getting my point? You tell me one thing. If you sit in the first bench and you say, I'm not interested only, I'm seeing how many pages. When will this chapter get over? Can we go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Listen. You tell me one thing. If something is goods or goods and service, just because something is goods. I have one mobile phone. Is it goods, everyone? Movable property. Goods, right, everyone? Can you charge GST on this? Only if I have mobile phone can you charge? Or I have to do something with it? I have to sell it. Yes or no, everyone? I know how to teach. I am sleeping at home. Can you charge GST on me? Then I have to provide the service. Correct, everyone? All these words, sell, provide, where does it come? It comes in the definition of supply. So basically, they went ahead and told if you go ahead and supply something, only then GST will get levied. Are we all clear till here, everyone? Now, for GST to get imposed, levied means what, everyone? Imposed. What is the crime you have to do? Supply. And that supply is known as the taxable event. Means the crime which you do because of which GST will get imposed. What is the crime you do, everyone? What is the taxable event you do? Supply. Only because you have something which is goods, can you charge GST or you can't charge? What do you have to do? Supply. And that supply word is over here, which we are going to understand. Now, the supply, only if something is supplied, GST will get imposed. If GST gets imposed on my goods, what will I do? Collect and pay the GST. So only when GST gets imposed on a transaction, we'll have to collect and pay the GST only if you are a registered. Array, pay GST by whom, everyone? Do you guys agree with me? Tell me one thing. I sold the mobile phone. Is it goods? People, first step, is it goods or service? Goods. Is it supplied? Will GST get imposed on the goods, correct? Now, should I collect and pay? If I'm not registered, if I'm not registered, required, not required. But if I'm registered, required. I have to collect and pay GST to the. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here now, listen. So they are going ahead and telling you have to collect and pay only if you are registered. Today, we are going to learn about what is supply. What is? Simple as that. Please come to the chart book, everyone. Supply. Very, very easy chapter, but extremely A graded. In the exam, you will see 1 4 to 6 mark question from this. A graded. If you don't know supply, you don't know the backbone of GST. It is very, very important chapter. Everyone over here now, listen. See, tell me one thing. So, supply, if you go ahead and see over here in the GST Act, no. Supply is defined under section number 7. They are telling, Swivel, I sold the goods. Is it supply? I went in and provided service. Is it supply? all these things are told in over here. People here in section number 7, they have told what is the scope, means what are the things that will be covered in supply. That is told in section number 7. Now listen, section number 7 has been divided in section number 7.1, which says what are the things which are included in supply. 7.1a is there and section number 7.2 is there. Correct, everyone? Now listen. What is supply first of all? If something is falling in supply, tax will come. If it is not falling, what is tax? GST. It will come only if it is falling in supply. If it does not fall, then no GST. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, section number 7, scope of supply is bifurcated in section number 7.1. When you see section number 7.1, no, 7.1 has A, B. Why AA in between? Amendment. It was amended. Then we have section number 7.1. See, they have told that if you are falling somewhere in section number 7.1 A, AA, B, and C, then your activity will become what, everyone? Supply. If anywhere you are falling, your activity will be a supply. Now, tell me one thing. I am a restaurant. I am selling food. Is it supply? Yes. Is it supply of goods or supply of service? No. Restaurant is selling food. Whether the restaurant ka owner should charge GST at the rate of goods or should charge GST at the rate of service. Someone will say goods, someone will serve service. I'll give you example. You went to this restaurant over here. Arey everyone, the restaurant. Correct? Upardarshini is there. 99% is food, 1% is service. There is no service only. Eat and come. Self-service restaurant. You went to one 5-star. 5% food, 95% is service. Now you tell me one thing. This restaurant, what will you call? Supplier of goods or supplier of service? Because he is selling only food. There is nothing, no service at all. Goods or service? Uh-huh. 5-star? Correct? So government told whether you have to charge GST at the rate of goods or whether you have to charge GST at the rate of service. Now, once it has fallen in supply, no. Whether it will be supply of goods or supply of service, that we have told in 7.1 capital A. For an example, I told you restaurant, right? They told restaurant is always supply of service. They have clarified. See, here they are not telling whether supply or not. In 7.1a, they are telling whether it will be supply of goods. See, first of all, it has to be supply. If it is falling over here, it will be a supply. Whether it is supply of goods or supply of service, you have to see in 7.1a. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Then comes section number 7.2, which says some things government are telling, Ramesh, even if you have gone ahead and done, for an example, I went ahead and provided someone mortuary service, funeral service, person is dead, I provided funeral ka service, I charge 50,000 rupees. Should I charge GST or I should not charge? Service is service, yes or no, everyone? Did I provide the service? But government told Ramesh, please don't go ahead and charge GST. Whenever sometime government does not want you to charge GST, government writes it over section number 7.2. Is my point clear? So some things when government does not want to charge GST, government will write in section number 7.2. That's all we have to go ahead and learn in this chapter. What things pay, what things will come in supply? If it comes in supply, whether it is supply of goods or supply of service, what things are excluded? Means even if it was falling in 7.1, but government told Ramesh don't charge GST and hence government wrote in 7.2. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. Now everyone over here, let's go ahead and start understanding with section number 7.1. Everyone over here now, listen. People tell me one thing. Everyone here, you tell me one thing. Whose example will take? We'll take our uncle का example only. Masala dosa is selling. ठीक है everyone? ठीक है. This is the uncle. ठीक है. Uncle is selling what, everyone? Masala dosa. Correct. He is over here sitting. Upardarshini UD is the restaurant का name. ठीक है. Who will go? Supposingly, madam, your name. This is Ruchita. ठीक है everyone. Ruchita told sir, I am very hungry. Give break. ठीक है. I gave the break. Ruchita went to the restaurant. She told uncle, ठीक है, everyone over here, ding 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 ding. ठीक है, she told uncle, uncle, I want one masala dosa. Uncle told, okay Ruchita, I will sell you the masala dosa. Dosa sold. Everyone, dosa sold by uncle. ठीक है, and Ruchita went ahead and paid him 50 rupees. How much is the price? 50. I don't know, Baba. 70. अरे when we were student, no. ठीक है, I was student here only. ठीक है, everyone. I was a student at the same institute. 2008, 2008-9. ठीक है. Now, when we were there, that time also UD was there. That time it was 20, 25 rupees, which we used to go ahead and pay. Now 70. Okay, okay. No problem. They went ahead and gave you the dosa. She went ahead, people forget it. Dosa price and all you forget. She paid 70. Now people are telling, 25 rupees today. Okay, everyone listen. Now, if you will hear. Tell me one thing. Has uncle gone ahead and done a supply? Is it a sale done by uncle? Correct. Did uncle go ahead and charge a consideration? How much? Is it uncle's business to go ahead and sell masala dosa? It will come in supply. Is it a sale? Is it for a consideration? Is it done by uncle in the course of business? It will be a. Uncle should go ahead and charge. Who told this? 718 told. If you do a sale for a consideration in the course of business, it will be a supply. And you should charge. Who told this? 718. See, 718 says what is included in supply. If you do this, what? All forms of supply of goods, services, or both. All forms. All forms means all activity. I'll call form as an activity. Listen. For an example, I'll tell you. It says such as sale. Ramesh, you did sale. I told yes, sir. Uncle did what? Sale. 1 minute. Is it done by uncle made? Is it made for a consideration? People, uncle made the sale and took what consideration? Is it in the course or furtherance of business? My question, is it done by uncle in the course of his business? Yes or no? Supply, not supply. That's all. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, what are they telling? First of all, it has to be a sale for a consideration on the course of, only then it will be a. And what will happen? So, people, section number 718 told what? It has to be a activity. Correct? It is selling what? It can be an act. All forms. People, listen carefully. Of supply of goods, services, or both. All forms. Whether you call that as sale, whether you call it as transfer, whether you call it as barter. I told, sir, I told just transferred the goods. Sir, I gave class, I took gold chain. Okay? I did exchange. I leased out something. I rented, license, disposal, whatever you call it. Whether you call it sale, transfer, barter, exchange, lease, rental, license. And all these are just for example. All forms are included means all activities are included. If you do for a, if you made or agreed to be made, I'll tell you, you came to take class from me. I told I will give the, I gave the class, made. I took the money and I told I will give it from next month. Is it agreed to be done? Whether you take advance also, it will come in supply is what they are trying to tell. Next. For a, always remember it should be, any activity should be done for a, people, activity should be done for a, and it should be done in the course or furtherance of. It means it should be a business activity, only then it will be a supply. Is my point 71A clear to all of you? So I'll give you one by one example. First, let's take the example of sale. Okay? For an example, this is one Audi showroom. Okay, 1 minute. Okay? I will go ahead and take the example like this. 1 minute. Huh? Wait, Baba. First, let me complete. Then you ask all doubts. Chalo, I'll go ahead and take some example so that you can go ahead and start telling me one by one. ठीक है everyone? Chalo, everyone over here, you have to tell me whether supply, not supply. ठीक है? Chalo, tell me one thing. For an example, I have taken one example over here. ठीक है? This is one jeweler who is there. ठीक है? Jeweler went ahead and sold what everyone? Jewelry to Shweta. Shweta went ahead and paid 1 lakh rupees. My question over here, you will see supply from whose angle? Supplier's angle, correct? Has the supplier done a supply? Why? Jewelry is first of all goods or service? Goods, ठीक है. Plus it has to fall in the definition of supply says three things. Activity for a consideration in the course of business. Number one, what kind of an activity he has done? Sale, ठीक है, done. Is it for a consideration? 1 lakh. Is it his business to sell jewelry? Jeweler. So his business is to sell jewelry. Is it supply? When he is going ahead and selling the jewelry, is it supply? Will GST be imposed? GST got imposed. My question is, will he collect GST? Will he pay GST? Only if he is registered? Those things you leave it. My question first of all is it supply, not supply? That's all. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, I'll go ahead and take the next example from here. Sir, the second example. What is the second example? The second example over here is this one. Chalo, you tell me, everyone. Supposingly this is one homemaker. ठीक है? Done. Supposingly your mama is there. Mama wants to go ahead and sell the jewelry. Mama went to one jeweler. Mama told, okay, take the jewelry and give me 1 lakh rupees. I need money. She was in need of money. She went ahead and sold the jewelry. Is it supply, not supply? Why? 1 minute. Jewelry is goods. Is it supply, not supply? Supply says activity for a consideration in the course of business. My question over here, what kind of an activity it is? Sale. Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of her business? Is she trying to do business? Is mama trying to go ahead and want money? Then she sold the jewelry. It's not her business. And hence, will it be a supply, not a supply? If it is not supply, will ever GST come or never? Can I go ahead, everyone? Is this two example clear to all of you? First, I gave you the example of sale. Now, the second one over here is transfer, which I'll talk little later. Not now. It will come, don't worry. Let's take the example of barter. We will go ahead and take the example of barter. Can you tell me, everyone, barter ka example? Chalo, I will go ahead and take the example of barter over here. Sir, your name? You only, Baba, you only. Huh? Pawan. This is Pawan. This is I am over here. And this is Pawan over here. Okay? Now, I went ahead and told Pawan, Pawan, I will go ahead and give you the class. I gave Pawan the classes. I told Pawan, what do you have? Pawan told, more money, sir. But I will do one thing. I will give you my mobile phone. Pawan gave me his mobile phone. He told, sir, I don't have money, but I want to attend class. I gave him the class. My question over here, giving service and taking goods. Are yes or no? What is barter? Goods and taking goods, or giving goods, taking service. Giving service, taking goods, or giving service, taking service. All are what, everyone? People tell no. Barter. Do you guys agree with me? My question over here now. When I gave the class is a service. Is it supply, not supply? How? Is it an activity done by me? Can you tell it's an activity of sale? I am selling my class. No, it is not sale, it's a barter. Arey everyone, it's a barter activity. Do you guys agree? Is it for a consideration? What did I consideration means whatever you get in return. Do you guys agree? What did I get? Mobile. Is it my business to give classes? Will it come under supply? If it is coming under supply, will GST get imposed? If GST gets imposed, I will collect and pay to the government, but only if I am registered. Is my point clear? As of now, leave about the registered person. My question is, on this transaction, does GST get imposed? That's all. Is my point clear? Chalo, I will go ahead and give you the next example. Barter understood, everyone? Sale understood? Barter understood. You tell me one example of supply happening in front of you every day. Bus you are going, they are selling you the ticket. Is it a sale? Is it for a consideration? Is the government also trying to do business? Supply, not supply. So when they are collecting money from you, they will collect GST and they will pay it to the government. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Okay, what else activity? Once you told me. Next. Think. Where do you see supply happening in front of you every day? Hotel, shop, vegetable shop. Then think, no, Baba, think. If you can't think, then you will not understand the practical subject. For an example, you tell me, morning you got up, you came out of your home, you took a bus. Bus wala is doing a supply. How? He gave you a ticket, he sold the ticket. Is it for a consideration? Is he doing it for business? Yes. What he earned, he should collect GST and give it to the government. Is my point clear? Chalo. After you got down from the bus, you came to class. You are sitting over here. You think everything is a supply. I gave you the class. Class is an act. People, I gave you the class. Class is an activity I'm doing for you. Yes or no? Did we do it for a consideration? Is it our business to give class? We collect the money from you. We'll give it to the government with GST. Can I go ahead? We'll not give the money. We'll give GST to the government. Did I do a supply? Chalo, I'll give the next example. In the break, you will go out. Uncle will sell you the masala dosa sale. And everyone, is it for a consideration? Is it his business? Will he go ahead and charge you GST? Will he collect GST? Will he pay to the government? Is it supply, not supply? Chalo. After uncle ka shop wala work get over, you were coming, you wanted a pen. You went to one shop. You told uncle, give me one pen. He sold you a pen. Sale for a consideration in the course of business. Is it supply by him? He should collect GST and he should pay to the. You came back to the class. After the class got over, where will you go? You went to see a movie for an example. Okay? Today, after the class, you did not go home, you went to see a movie. Okay? The movie theater wala sold you a ticket. Sale for a. Is it his business? Now, is it supply? When he is collecting the money, should he collect GST? Should he pay GST to the government? Everything in the world, what we are seeing is basically this paragraph number 1. Government is selling all forms of activity, you cover it. Whether you give the name as sale, transfer, barter. Can I explain exchange now? People, chalo, will understand the example of exchange. What is example of exchange? Exchange is also a barter only, but some money is involved. For an example, see, barter mein money is not involved. Exchange mein money is involved. Don't worry about it. Whatever I am telling, everything is written in your book. Now listen. Barter mein what will happen, everyone? I gave you. I am a shopkeeper. Chalo, I'll draw. I am a shopkeeper over here. Okay? Supposingly, somebody had a doubt that time. Where is the doubtful boy? Clear? No. What's your name? Rishikesh. This is Rishikesh over here. Okay? Oh, no. Okay, fine. This is Rishikesh. Okay, everyone. Rishikesh came and told me, sir, I want one mobile phone. I told, okay, fine. He told, sir, I will give you my old mobile phone, plus I will give you money. You give me one new mobile phone. People, is it supply, not supply? How? First of all, is it an activity? What activity? Exchange. Is it for a consideration? Yes. What is the consideration the shopkeeper is getting? Old mobile plus money. Anything which you get in return is a consideration. Is it his business? Yes, everyone. Is it supply? Yes, it will be a supply. My question to you guys, the shopkeeper, when he's taking the money from you, should he go ahead and charge GST? Should he pay the GST to the government? Only if he's a registered? We are not bothered about that. As of now, what are we bothered? Is it supply or not supply? Can I go ahead, everyone? Is my first example sale, barter, and exchange clear to all of you? Now I will move to the next one, which is lease and rental. See, there is a difference between lease and rental. Rental is generally for a short period, 1 day, 2 day, 1 month, less than 12 months. Lease is generally for a period more than 12 months. Chalo, I'll give you one example. Whose example we'll take? We'll take supposingly. Baba, your name? Saurabh. Saurabh, na? Ha, correct, correct, correct. This is supposingly Saurabh. Arey, this is Saurabh. Okay, everyone? No, 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 not come properly. Wait. Saurabh, little this side. Ha. This is Saurabh. Okay, everyone? Now we are drawing Saurabh. And this is Saurabh ka girlfriend. Arey, okay? And Saurabh is in love. Okay, everyone? Now where will Saurabh go? Saurabh and his girlfriend. Okay, Baba? Ha. Okay, fine. No, I thought you are very tall. Okay, no problem. We'll make your girlfriend little tall. We'll make her wear some heels. Okay. Done. We gave her heels wala chappal. Done, everyone. Now listen. Everyone over here now. This is Saurabh and this is Saurabh ka girlfriend. Okay, everyone. Okay. Done. Now listen. Saurabh and Saurabh ka girlfriend wanted to go out. They went to Zoom car. And Zoom car ko they told, we want a car. Please give a car on rent. My question over here, when they gave a car on rent, he went ahead and paid 5,000 rupees. Take everyone for the car. My question over here, has Zoom car gone ahead and done a supply? First of all, is it a rental activity? Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of business? 1 minute. Activity consideration is what? 5,000. Is Zoom car ka business to go ahead and give the car on rent? Is it in the course of business? Will it be a supply? If it's a supply, GST will get imposed on the transaction. If GST gets imposed on the transaction, what will Zoomcar do now? Collect and pay only if they are registered. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo. People, is the rental wala example clear to all of you? Chalo. ठीक है. Rental can be for 1 day. Rental can be for 1 week. Giving house on rent can be for 1 month. Rental is generally a term which is used for what, everyone? 11 months. 11, 12 months. Not crossing 1 year. Chalo. I'll go ahead and give you on lease ka example. People, you tell me what is this, okay? I will draw, you tell. Hey, who told bullock cart? It is JCB machine, Baba. See, like this, JCB machine. Arey, did you understand or not? That JCB machine on the road. ठीक है, deemed JCB. This is deemed to be JCB. I told JCB, this is JCB. ठीक है, everyone? Who told bullock cart? I will see you in the break. Wait. Now listen. For an example, this is JCB, the company. JCB is a company. And supposingly this is, who is this? Madam, your name? Sangeeta. This is Sangeeta. Sangeeta is a builder. Arey, not bodybuilder. Real estate builder. Baba, this is body. ठीक है. Sangeeta is telling, sir, I am a real estate builder. What does real estate builder do? They make building. They make what, everyone? Now, she went ahead and told JCB company, I want to make a building. I want to make a. Please give me a JCB on lease. JCB company gave her a JCB on lease. Now we'll put the JCB on little side. ठीक है? Given on lease. She went ahead and paid lease के लिए per annum 10 lakh rupees. JCB company generally gives JCBs on lease for 1 year, 5 year, more than 1 year generally. ठीक है, everyone? Now my question: is it supply? Is it an activity? What activity? Lease. Is it in the? Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of their business? Is it supply? Story over. Can I go ahead, everyone? JCB as a company, will they charge her GST? If they are registered, they will charge GST and pay GST to the government. My question over here, is it supply, not supply? Chalo, theek hai. Is lease and rental clear to all of you? We'll go ahead and take the example of license. Can you tell me one example of license? Chalo, I'll take like example like this. I am Microsoft. ठीक है? This is supposingly over here. Who is this? Madam, your name? Sahana. This is Sahana. Sahana went ahead and told, I want MS Office. She told Microsoft, please give me the license for 1 year for the MS Office. Microsoft went ahead and told Sahana, madam, give me 5,000 rupees per annum. My question over here, what kind of an activity it is? Giving license. Is it for a consideration? Is it in the course of business? Is it supply? That's all, everyone. Is my point clear to all? Next. Disposal. What do you mean by disposal, everyone? Disposal means what? Disposal means what do you dispose of? What do you dispose? Which is of no use, useless thing. Your garbage at your home, you dispose. Correct? For an example, everyone over here. Uh, this is who is this, everyone? Not Superman, garbage boy who will collect garbage. This is garbage collection boy. ठीक है, everyone? ठीक है. Hey, Superman. Hey, hey. Superman. Where is he looking like Superman? ठीक है, we'll draw like this. Superman. ठीक है, everyone. Now listen. This is our institute. Everyone listen. Our institute had some old newspapers which were lying with us. We went ahead and disposed of old newspaper. Old newspaper disposed of. My question, is it supply, not supply? Number one, is it an activity done by us? What activity? Disposal. 1 minute. The guy went ahead and paid us 200 rupees. Is it for a consideration? Yes. Is it done? Is it our business to teach or our business is to sell garbage? Teach. But the word in the law used is, it has to be in the course of your business. Course means what? Either it can be your main business or it can be there during the carrying out of our business. So for an example, during the carrying out of our business, we are giving classes. Along with the giving of classes, we sell ID cards also. It's in the course of our business. Okay. We sold old newspaper. Old television was lying. Old AC was lying. We went ahead and sold the old scrap. It is not our business, but it is in the course of our business, because the word used is what? In the course of our business. If I do anything, if it is done, people, business includes your main business also, and course of business, any incidental activity if you do, that will also be covered. Yes or no, everyone? And my question over here, is it supply, not supply? Is my point clear to all? Okay, I'll ask you one question. Okay, your mama at your home went ahead and sold the old newspaper to the garbage boy. Supply, not supply? 1 minute. Is it a sale? No, it's a disposal. Useless item, when it is sold, it's called disposal. Is it done by her for a consideration? But is it her business or in the course of business? Is she trying to go ahead and do business over there? Tell no. No. And hence supply, not supply? Not supply. Chalo, I'll ask you now one thing. This TV is there. We sold the TV. Is it a sale by us? Arey people, is it for a consideration? But our work is not to sell TV, but we sold this TV. It is in the course of business, and hence when we sell, should we charge GST or not? Is it supply or not? Yes, because supply may, the word used is not, sir, consideration. It is used in the course of business or furtherance. What do you mean by furtherance? Furtherance can mean furtherance. Furtherance means promotion. For your promotion of business, if you do anything, for advancement of your business, if you do anything, that activity will also be considered in supply. What they are telling, for promoting my business, if I do an activity for a consideration, for example, I'll tell you, I'm teaching over here. Teaching is my activity. It is supply or not supply? Now, to go ahead and get more student, what I did, no, I went ahead, put up one stall in one college. For the promotion, what I went ahead and did, in the college, I'm going ahead and giving, telling students to come. We are giving them, we are telling them we are conducting a seminar. You attend the seminar, you have to give 100 rupees for advancement of my business. Is it an activity done by me? Are everyone? Is it for a consideration? Is it my business to go ahead and do seminars in college? But I'm doing it for the promotion of my business, for the advancement of my business. Will that activity also come in supply? Tell no everyone. Is it supply? Does GST get imposed on the activity? Yes or no? Should I collect GST? Should I pay? Only if I am registered. If I am not registered, don't. Okay. I'll ask you one thing. That guy on the roadside who is selling socks, for an example, or for an example, one guy on the roadside, you will see, no, when you are standing in the signal, people will come to sell small item. 1 minute. Is it a sale by them? Is it for a consideration? Are they doing business? Is it supply? Yes. Is it supply, not supply? Supply. But will they collect and pay? Why no? Not registered. I'm not asking you that now. I'm asking whether it is supply or not supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? One chai wala on the roadside is selling tea. Sale for a. Is it his business? Is it supply? Will he collect and pay? If he's a big person, registered, then yes. If he's not registered, no. My question over here is it supply, not supply? Please tell me, everyone. Are we clear with section number 71A? Are you telling everyone? Sure. First of all, tell me one thing. For section number 71A, what they are telling? They are telling it has to be an all forms of supply of goods, services, or both, such as sale, transfer, I'll talk, barter, exchange, lease, rental, license, disposal. It should be done or agreed to be made. For an example, agreed to be made. You came for my class. I told classes are starting after 2 months. Did I agree to go ahead and give you the class? So it is a sale by me. Is it done or agreed to be done? Agreed to be done. I charged you a consideration. Is it my business? Supply, not supply. So supply includes whether you do the activity immediately or even if you have taken an advance, that activity also will come under supply. Next, it should be done for a. It should be done in the course or furtherance of. Then it will always be a supply. Everyone in your book, the same thing I have written here. See, supply includes section number 71. 71 has 71A. What is 71A telling everyone? Please do one thing. Read 71A, everyone. Read till here. I'll wait for you guys. Read. 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 All the meanings I have given. Made or agreed to be made for a consideration in the course of business. So three things: activity for a consideration in the course of business. All the examples which are gone ahead and told over here, I have gone ahead and given over here so that later when you want, you can read it. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here. Can you tell me GST is a tax on non-business activity or commercial business activities only? Chalo, I'll go ahead and ask you. We have a car which is bought in our business. People, you have to tell me supply, not supply. Okay, we are done with 71A. I want to ask you some question. I have a car which I bought in my business. That car, after some time, I want to sell it off. Is it a sale? Is it for a consideration? Is it my business to sell car or give classes? Give classes. But I sold the car. Is it business, non-business? It is in the course of business, and hence will GST get imposed or not? Tell no everyone. Yes. Okay. In the course of our business, all the chairs and tables desks have become old. We went ahead and sold it. Supply, not supply. Tell no. Supply. This projector which was there, the projector had become old. We sold the projector. Supply, not supply. Is my point clear to all? Sure, everyone. Next, I went ahead and sold the television. Supply, not supply. People, it is not your business activity, but is in the course of your business, and hence supply, not supply. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, I've gone ahead and given two example over here. These two example, I've already gone ahead and explained it to you. Everyone, please come down to section number 71AA. Listen, people. Okay, I'll teach you 7AA after the break, but I want you guys to tell me some 5 example of supply. Everyone, tell me 5 example. Everyone, one example. You have to think and tell. Think. Hotels. Hey, again, same example. What I told. Something different. You tell me. Okay, so what is it? Disposal of machine which is depreciated. For an example, again, the in our building we went ahead and used one machine. The machine became very old. Now what to do? Disposed it off. Sale for a consideration. Is it in the course of our business? Supply, not supply. Okay, very good. Petrol pump. Tell me, Baba, petrol pe GST is not there. 1 minute. Petrol pe GST is not there. So you will not collect anything. Is it supply, not supply? She's trying to tell. She's telling, first of all, sir, is it an activity? Is it for a consideration? Correct, everyone. My question is it is it their business to sell petrol? Yes. Will GST get imposed? Baba, GST will not get imposed only because government told you can levy GST on anything except HP man. HP man pay you can go ahead and charge GST imposed, but only when who will go ahead and allow GST. So petrol and alcoholic liquor pay GST cannot be imposed only now. Next, textile. What will you do? Okay, what are you doing? Textile. Selling. So sale for a consideration in the course of business. Tell me something interesting, everyone. Salon. What does salon do? Activity for a consideration. Is it his business? Supply, not supply? Supply. Now you tell me one thing. That salon wala guy who is there, if he is a small person sitting in one under the tree, cutting the haircut, is it supply? Yes. But will he collect and pay? No. But big salon, will they collect and pay? Yes. Whenever you go, wherever you go, every person is doing a supply. That's why they are charging you GST. They are charging you GST. Why? Because they are doing under section number 71A. They are falling under section number 71A. Madam, you are telling something. Photo studio. What this photo studio in the front? What does it do? Click photos. Activity for a consideration in the course of his business. Supply, not supply? Okay. Any other example? Think. Courier. Courier wala does what? Activity. Whatever name you give. Sir, sale. Okay. Give. Sir, providing service. Whatever. Because they told what? All forms are included. For an consideration. Is courier wala ka business doing couriers? Is it supply? Will he go and is GST imposed? Will he collect? Will he pay? Only if he is registered. Chalo, next example. Supermarket. Okay, supermarket. What does supermarket do? Sale. For a, is it their business? Does GST get imposed? Now what will they do? Collect and pay. Simple, everyone. Next. Uber. What is the Uber guy doing? Sale for a consideration in the course of, is GST imposed? Yes. That's all. In supply chapter, GST gets imposed. Now you have to collect and pay. Next. Hospital. What is hospitals doing? Activity for a consideration. Is it their business? Does GST get imposed? Yes. Next. Resorts. Okay, resorts. What do resorts do? activity for a consideration. Is it their business? Does GST get imposed? From Bakra, from you. They will collect and they will pay to the. See, GST gets imposed on their transaction. They will not pay. They will collect and pay only if they are registered. Is my 7(1)(a) clear to all of you? Do one thing, take a break. When you eat, you think. Take everyone. Have a doubt, ask me after the break, or else we'll continue after the break. Right, everyone? I'll see you guys after a quick break.